welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. A very good morning to everyone. I'm Gargi Raut and I'm joined by Ishan Shahane and Debashish Sen from Barbados, where there was a Category 4 hurricane over there uh, in the past couple of days. But we're here to give you all the updates on what the weather is like at Barbados, when the team might be leaving, when the media might be leaving. So, Debashi, starting with you, I'm going to play some visuals that you sent us not very long ago. So, tell us about these visuals and, what is the damage there and what's the weather like right now?
Yeah, Kargi, obviously, the Barbados is safe, so as to say, because the landfall was in Grenada, was in a place which is very close to Grenada and Saint Vincent. So that's a big relief, huge relief for all the Bajans and especially the people here in Barbados. Not much damage here, as you can see. It's obviously the landfall actually happened in very close to Grenada, and yes, and but then there were high alerts. Obviously, as you can see, it's one of the super malls here, and it's all closed, and it literally the malls, the markets, the shops. In fact, all the people were tasked to stay indoors. Obviously, we did try to go out during the afternoon when yes, when the rain stopped and the sun was out, but then the wind was blowing very strongly. But as you can see on the roads, means all the branches of the trees. Here is a few. Here is one of the eateries that was closed, and it was not the case only on the road. Means obviously when you talk about the Hilton Hotel where the team is staying, there also means the people were asked to stay indoors, stay in their room. So obviously, and but the good news coming from here is that finally, after a couple 2 days, and the Indian team is scheduled to fly tomorrow, today evening, they are taking a chartered flight from the Grand K Adams Airport, and they are heading straight to Delhi. On Wednesday evening, they will be landing in Delhi, and following which there will be a felicitation. They will meet all the Indian cricketers and the support staff will meet the Indian Prime Minister, and yes, that's it.
Okay, so that sounds like still a very packed schedule for the Indian team. Right after getting to India, also they have a few things to attend. But Ishan, there's a question here from Soumya Jyoti Chaudhary, and she's asking when is the airport expected to allow commercial flights? How are journalists planning to return? So, if you have any information on that.
Yes, yes. So the commercial flights have opened up. I'm sure the journalists might be planning something anytime soon, Gagi. I think, they will be booking their flights anytime soon and they'll be looking to head out as soon as possible. The airport has opened up at 9 p.m. local time at the moment. So just about opened up at the moment. And we can expect, all these journalists, fans booking their flights and heading out as soon as possible. So that's good news. We expected the airport to stay closed for a while, but I think it's the gravity of the situation is not so bad, and somehow when Devashish and me went out, it's still not so bad as we expected it to be. That's why it's opened up fast, and the process over here has gotten started much faster than we thought. So I'm pretty sure that these flight tickets will be booked as soon as possible, and everyone will soon be heading out.
Okay, all right. And some viewers are asking if you two are traveling with the Indian team charter flight. I am sure that's not the case. They have a very different flight. Will the Debashish, will the charter flight be direct like you guys have connections and other media persons will also have connections? Is the charter flight direct from Barbados to Delhi? Okay, okay. You're on mute.
Yes, the chartered flight is from directly from Barbados to Delhi. There are no stoppages in between.
Okay, okay. All right. Amartya Chakraborty has a different opinion here. He's saying feeling bad for Pakistani journalists. They didn't have any stake in this tournament, but still got stuck in Barbados. Well, they were doing a job. They were doing a job, and so, anyways, let's talk about. Okay, Amartya Chakraborty is also saying fans are so chill now. No abuse, no blaming others. Everyone is so peaceful. hopefully this trend continues for future tournaments as well. Devashish and Nishan, let's talk about this. You know, the way that everyone has turned around after this win. I mean, it's a little sad to say that it shouldn't take a win for everyone to behave normally and to not abuse players of the Indian team, but sadly that is the case. And if they hadn't won 2 days ago, then things would have been a lot different. The abuse, the troll, the online abuse would have been 100 times more than what it was before the tournament started. So, Devashish, what do you think about this?
Yeah, obviously these abuses are more so created by on social media. If you talk about these players, means they have a very good camaraderie with each other, means and the way the team played right from the start from the game against Ireland, and then they look very and focused, obviously, and there was a determination in everyone that they have to go out there and win because obviously a few months back they lost that 50 overs World Cup and Rohit Sharma led from the front. Means obviously he was the one who took the team to the pinnacle of glory. But and then talking about this abuses, it should stop once for all, once and for all, because we saw what happened to Hardik Pandya during the IPL, means and the tears of joy in Hardik after that final over, more than said a lot about it. Means obviously we, rather than abusing the players, let's see, it's a sport. There will be times you will win, you will lose. So, but then the bottom line is everyone gives their best. You being your cricketer yourself, Gargi, you know the cricketers put his blood and sweat to bring out the best. And so obviously let's put a stop as far as the abuses are concerned, because everyone in this team, even Yashasvi Jaiswal, you saw that picture that went viral. He was holding a tricolor and he was waving, despite the fact that he did not take any part in the World Cup. He was just a member of the 15-member squad. But despite that, Rinku Singh, Khalil Ahmed, who were part of the standby, they were also enjoying the every bit of moment. So see, rather than abusing, because they are, after all, the sportsmen are also human beings. They also have their families. So that rather than abusing, we should support because they are representing our country.
Ishan, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, absolutely, Gagi. I think it's unfair to criticize and abuse your team when they don't do well. And hopefully, and I think the Indian team has done extremely well this time around. But you're right, the whole picture could have been very different if they had gone on to lose that final. But I think the lesson here is that no matter what happens on that field, I think it's important to support your team, important to support your country, and back the boys no matter what. This has been a top squad for a while now. There've been players who stepped up. Everyone has done well, and unnecessarily promoting negativity and possibly degrading someone is not the way to go. These guys are professionals. They've been playing for a long time, and I'm happy that fans are chill at the moment. They're not taking it on to the players. But I think everyone's in a very happy mood. It takes a very small moment for a fans' mood to also change. So at the moment, I think they all are happy with this win, and I hope that they continue to support the team whether they do good or they do bad. That's the most important thing, Gagi.
Nitish Gaming is asking, standbys are also considered as champions. Of course they are.
Yeah.
Ultimately, they were a part of the squad. Uh, Soumya Jyoti Chaudhary saying, any buzz or chatter on who will captain India in T20s from here in? Also, any buzz on who will be prominent members of Gambhir's support team? Devashish?
Yeah, obviously, as far as captaincy is concerned, obviously there are two candidates. Means if you look at it, Hardik Pandya being the first one. Obviously, he is the vice captain of the side, and then remember he did captain the Indian T20I side, and another candidate is Shubman Gill, who is now who will be leading the side on that Zimbabwe tour. So for me, the two candidates will be Hardik Pandya and Shubman Gill. I would reckon that Hardik Pandya will have an edge over Shubman, first and foremost because he being a part of that World Cup winning side, and also he has led India and he has been the vice captain. So automatically that transition. from vice captain to captaincy, I think Hardik Pandya will be looked forward as the next captain in T20 format for India.
Ishan, when you look at the future for Indian cricket team, I think there's going to be a split captaincy because all signs points toward it. What are your thoughts? Do you think maybe Hardik Pandya could take on the white ball captaincy from now on?
You think there might be a split captaincy? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I have a feeling because Hardik Pandya seems like the next T20 captain, and of course he doesn't play much test. So
Well, yeah, well, you make a point, Gagi. I think, you definitely make a point. Hardik Pandya can definitely be the next white ball captain, and they might opt for a different red ball captain, but, that's not how it's been for a while. And I think they look to standardize that as much as possible. But obviously, I think you made a point here, and it's a valid point. It's definitely a possibility, but in my opinion, I still feel they might look to stick to one captain who will lead the side in all three formats for now. Hardik Pandya obviously has probably not been playing too much Test cricket, so that's an area of concern and that's a big question mark over there. Who will be the Test captain? But hopefully, I think with the form that he's showing at the moment, he's bowling, he's batting. I'm pretty sure he's going to be part of the Test squad as well, and I can see him leading the Test and the white ball team, Gagi.
absolutely, and I think we have a lot more questions as well. What is your playing 11 for Zimbabwe? I think we'll have a different live for that and talk about the whole thing. Amartya Chakrabarti, okay, this is an interesting question. Debashish Mama, Ishan, how are the foreign media guys reacting to this match? I'm sure they were unhappy with India's win. Otherwise, everyone was ready to label our team as chokers.
Yeah, obviously, you should feel for the foreign media. Means obviously there were so many complaints before the actual World Cup actually started. Means there were complaints that scheduling is such that India so much was it was in favor of India as far as scheduling is concerned. But then, if you look at the hindsight, India went on to defeat three top teams in the world, Australia, England, and South Africa, then you shouldn't be complaining about India winning the World Cup. Means obviously, if you are and that too against Pakistan as well. So in India and to be winning the trophy undefeated, that speaks volumes. Means also. It would be better off for the foreign media to stop complaining. Yes, I know where these complaints are from. Means obviously it's mostly from the British media, Australian media, but then, as far as Indian team is concerned, means they have played a fabulous brand of cricket, and in doing so, they are the worthy winners, worthy world champions.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting to see. But Ishan and Devashish, it's been a couple of days since we won the T20 World Cup. So we have a lot more clarity now, and we're not clouded with a lot of emotion right now. But when you look back on the tournament, Ishan, what do you think was the biggest takeaway, like the biggest positive takeaway from this campaign of India?
I think everyone was playing for Team India. No one was playing for their franchise. No one was playing for any personal game. All of them came together to play for the country, and that's what made the difference, Gagi. I think when you play together for one specific goal, that's when the whole team comes together. That's when the performances come together, and that's when you've been able to deliver when it really matters the most. So those visuals that Dada had also taken, Devashish had taken, of Rohit, Hardik, Virat, Hardik, Rohit. All of them showed great camaraderie. And I think this was much before those visuals were already taken. There's already some good bonding sessions that were taking place. There's a good understanding of what had to be done. And when you go out there with that sort of understanding, I think you're bound to deliver. All these teams have the skill. They all have the talent to go on and win this World Cup. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what kind of camaraderie as a team you possess and what you want to bring to the table. I think this is what the Indian team did really well this time around. They all came together very well, and that's what made the difference. And obviously, I think some critical performances. I think Bumrah was just fantastic. I think Bumrah has been the X factor player. I can definitely say if it wasn't for Bumrah, maybe the Indian team probably wouldn't have been able to win this World Cup. And I'm saying this because he's gotten those wickets at those crunch moments when the team really needed them. Even against this South African batting lineup, it was Bumrah who came in, caught them by the grip when the game was slipping away. Of course, Hardik Pandya got that wicket of Klassen, but Bumrah has been a match savior in many games, not only in this World Cup against Pakistan as well earlier. in South Africa and throughout this World Cup. So I think Jasprit Bumrah's form and this team bonding, Gargi.
Absolutely. And Devashish, of course, talk about the positive, but do you think there was any negative takeaway that the Indian team still needs to work on?
Yeah, obviously, had India lost, then there would have been a lot of negatives. Means, but then, means, as is the case normally is, means you try and find out find someone as a scapegoat. But then, yes, but then the entire team performed as a team, and that incredible knock from Virat Kohli in the final speaks volumes. And obviously, and there has been contribution. It's a team effort, Kari. See, and right from the start, means Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, his contribution, that brilliant catch that he took in the final, Hardik Pandya's all-round ability, Kuldeep Yadav, the way he bowled, picked crucial wickets, Akshar Patel, both with the bat and the ball, and the Rishabh Pant, obviously, then at the initial stages, he batted brilliantly, and particularly in that game against Pakistan, and he was given a specific role batting in a number three. So I would say it was a team effort with contributions from everyone, but at the same time there was role clarity. Means each and every member of the team knew what they were entrusted to do, and that has been the key for success in this World Cup for India. Means everyone means, and Rohit Sharma has been stressing this for a long time. He wanted this side to have role clarity, and that is what a good team can achieve.
Absolutely. And there was a question here that I want to take. Yeah. Sriram Ranganathan is saying Rohit should captain till 2027 in both formats. He is fit enough to go. Your thoughts, Ishan? Rohit till 2027?
There's a long way to go till that, Gargi. I think 3 years more, but I feel Hardik Pandya might step in before that. I think Hardik Pandya definitely might step in before that. I'm not saying Rohit can't captain till 27, but 3 years is a long time. A lot can happen in those 3 years, and it might be possible that Hardik Pandya might be seen to captain the side before 27. Obviously, I think Rohit Sharma has done his job as a captain. He's done exceedingly well. And I think even he, as a captain, would want to pass it on to someone else, and maybe like someone like Hardik Pandya, who is the vice captain at the moment. So it's interesting, but personally, I don't see him captaining the side till 27.
All
Yeah, I would
right.
just like to add. I would just like to add that Rohit Sharma will be 40 by the time to 2027 comes. He will be 40. So whether he goes on to play all formats means that at least now that he has retired T20 cricket, obviously the focus for him will be the longer format and 50 overs. But then, and also at the same time, you want someone, means it would be better off to have a single captain. Because if you notice that having multiple captains will only complicate things. So I think in that case, yes, if Hardik Pandya does make himself available for Test cricket, that will be brilliant for India. But at the same time, you need someone like a Shubman Gill would be better off because he is a certainty in all formats. Yes, true, he missed a T20 squad in this time round, but then with Rohit, Virat, and Jadeja retiring from the T20 format, we might see us Shubman Gill or Ruturaj Gaikwad, guys like and them stepping up. So I think if for the moment, if I think Hardik Pandya and Shubman Gill are the best choices as far as captains is concerned across the formats. But then you have Rohit Sharma leading. Until and unless Rohit Sharma wishes to relinquish his post as captain, there shouldn't be any discussion.
Yes, and Deep Dalewal is saying, hey guys, thank you for the great work. What would be the local Barbados time when Team India would leave? Have a safe journey, Mama and Ishan.
6:45 p.m. local time.
Okay, so that's quite
So
early in the morning.
6:45 in what time in India? Almost 7 p.m.
Yeah,
Well, 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
okay. So 4 a.m.
Yeah,
in
it's
India.
if it's 7, it's 4 a.m. India time.
Okay. We'll play the visuals for you guys again. This is what is going on in Barbados right now. So not much rain or winds. It seems to be calming down. Is there rain right
But
now?
these are visuals in the afternoon, Gargi. But then
Okay.
everything is back to normalcy. See, as you can see, we did
Yes.
not have electricity in our apartment. We neither did we have Wi-Fi. We had shortage of water as well. But everything is normal now. So and taxi services has also started. We could actually go to the team hotel and in the evening, so everything is back to normalcy, and with the airports also opening, so and the commercial flights will also start. So Barbados is back to normalcy again, and that is a very good sign.
Yes. So that is a very good sign. This is, I think, must be
In the
whatever,
afternoon,
but
in the
yeah,
afternoon.
the afternoon. But it's all good now, so that's good news for all of us. Amartya Chakrabarti is saying Ashdeep played the best supporting role while Bumrah was the lead. Bumrah was phenomenal, so was Arshdeep and Hardik and Aksar. I think the bowling lineup was really good and they did their job very well. They were very penetrative throughout the tournament. Ishan, you're a bowler, fast bowler as well. So tell us about what you thought about this bowling lineup.
Yeah, fantastic bowling, Lamgag. I think Bumrah, like I've said, was exceptional, and I think what Bumrah did really right was build so much pressure on the batters, which made the life of someone like Arshdeep Singh much easier. I think the batters were under so much pressure that when Arshdeep Singh came to bowl, maybe he found it easier to get those wickets. So I think they hunted in a pack. They worked together as well, and Bumrah hardly conceded any boundaries in this whole World Cup. His economy rate is extremely low. He's gotten those wickets. He's made those impactful. Uh, he's made those impactful moments in the game when it really mattered. So I think just a fantastic bowling display by the Pacers. Kuldeep Yadav was brought in midway into the tournament. He had a major impact. He had an immediate impact in the game. He's picked up 3 wickets, I think, against 2 teams, if I remember. And he's always been that X factor player as well. I think Devashish and me have built him up continuously in this whole World Cup. So I think Kuldeep Yadav has had a great outing. Bumrah, of course, has had a great outing. Arshdeep Singh has been a revelation in the World Cup, at least taking on the responsibility, playing in a World Cup for the first time. He'll be under pressure, not for the first time, but obviously not as much experience of playing in the World Cup. Under pressure, he's gone on to do really well. Aksar Patel as well has delivered. So I think all of them have really come together and done really well, Gagi. So it couldn't have been a better bowling display at the moment, and I think this whole team should be really proud of that bowling effort.
All right, and we have a message, special message from Boria. He's saying, "Wish everyone a happy Sports Journalist Day. I am super proud of my team at RevSportz, but the point is to keep excelling every day. Do Paris and the Paralympic with the same passion and more." Of course,
Absolutely.
each story is our own. As storytellers, our job is to create legacies we are proud of. To all our critics and viewers and readers, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. You guys support us quite a lot. Um, राहत, look what Ishan, look what Rahat is saying. ईशान भाई आप रेव स्पोर्ट्स में सबसे calm and composed journalist हो.
I'm more composed. Thank you, Radha. Thank you so much.
That is true. Ishan is very, very calm.
Yeah, chilled
Devashish,
out.
yeah. You must have experienced that, in the chaos of World Cup. How calm was Ishan?
That's a question for Dada.
हाँ.
Dada's not replying.
Common compass as Rahul Dravid.
Yes, that's true. He's very calm, very calm. I mean, I think I am calm, but when I see Ishan, then I'm like, नहीं, मैं उतनी calm नहीं हूँ जितना मुझे लगता है. But incredible, this World Cup has been incredible for all of us, I think. KD Rajput is asking, is Jay Shah in Barbados? Is there any update on Champions Trophy?
Yes, he is very much in Barbados, and he will be on that same flight with the Indian team. And he ensured that's the best part of the BCCI secretary, that he ensured that the team flies back home safely. And it was his initiative. It was his initiative that the flight and the first flight, the first chartered flight was available for the Indian team to carry them back to the India, because as we know that the flights couldn't be resumed because the airport was shut down. So the moment the airport is reopened, And obviously, the first chartered flight, the Indian team will be taking the first chartered flight to India, and all credit goes to Mr. the BCCI Secretary Jasha. The way he backed the team, the way he backed each and every member of the team and ensured that they reach safely, because everyone in this Indian team, the world, I would say World Cup winning Indian team, they want to be back home. Obviously, they have their families, they have their friends, they have the supporters. Obviously, every Indian will be waiting at the Delhi airport when they land. Means obviously, I am expecting a huge reception, and obviously there will be thousands in numbers. We have seen what happened when the Olympians and athletes, they come after winning a medal at the Olympics, so it won't be different. And remember, it is after 11 long years, after 11 long years, and we saw after the World Cup win in 2007, there was a open bus that was taken around from the Mumbai airport to the BCCI headquarters. So I'm not too sure about whether there will be a open bus taking them around the city of Delhi, but definitely there the players are going to meet the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has been a huge supporter of Indian cricket team. Obviously, he had a word with Rohit Sharma, Rahul Dravid as well on conference call. So everything to look forward to. Obviously, let's see. Obviously, nothing much has been disclosed as of yet as to what are the plans for the felicitation. But then the BCCI secretary already announced a cash award of 125 crores, and that's not a big small amount. Obviously, when the Indian team last won a World Cup, it was only 2 crore, and from 2 crores to 125 crores, it's a huge giant leap.
It absolutely is. And something in Bengali here, Mama, so you'll have to read that. Mama, Aila Beshi. What?
He is asking whether Ayla was dangerous than Beryl. I think
Okay.
Ayla was much more dangerous, and Amphan as well, because what we witnessed during Amphan means obviously, and here we had means there was the Barbadian government means obviously they sort of means created a panic. They created a panic among, obviously they had to, because it's rather it would be safe, means obviously what we know means it was a category 4 storm, the hurricane. So but then uh, uh, the place where we were staying in Whole Town, there were hardly any effect, means, but then still there were no electricity, even Marriott Hotel. I just think about the Marriott Hotel, one of the five-star hotel. They also did not have electricity. So you can imagine means what was going through the residents who were staying there. But then yes, but then by God's grace, there was not much damage.
Absolutely. And with this comment, we'll take our leave. Anit Sadhu is saying,
I,
great
I
job
don't
in.
know what to say. I saw this
But
comment and
I didn't,
I
I
started
didn't see
laughing.
the
I
last
was,
part. I didn't see the last part, or I would have not.
but Gagi, I think some of our viewers are just so funny. Yeah. I think this is what you need sometimes. You need some
हाँ,
sort of comedy. But it's okay, यार थोड़ा dark हो गया हो, ठीक है.
हाँ.
It's fine. It will go away.
Suraj Captain is saying you guys are so arrogant in previous video, missed my super chat and now not noticing. Your super chat was not there, so that's why we didn't take it. That was the only thing. Maybe there was some glitch or something, but we did not receive. We checked from three different devices and we could not find your super chat. So maybe that was
Sorry.
the thing. Yeah, sorry about that. But on that note, we'll just end that there. Ki great work by Mama and Ishan. Nothing after that. Yeah, great work, guys. Hope your
Thank you, Gagi.
flight back home is very safe. And thank you so much for joining. Have a great day, everyone.